I guess the most wanted feature in Java 21, not just by me but by many other people, is virtual threads, obviously. First, there are some direct benefits. We'll be able to use threads per request model, which we like and are used to, and also we'll be able to write a code that is not blocking, but it looks like a regular synchronous code. However, I think there's more. I think virtual threads might become a cornerstone for many other things. Structured concurrency is the first that comes to my mind, but I know that there are already some frameworks and libraries which started to abandon their reactive APIs because virtual threads are much simpler to maintain, reason about, and debug. And of course, we have to remember that virtual threads are also threads, which means that we should be able to use them in all those places where we're using threads, which also means that forward porting should be really easy. I think Java not only can learn from other languages, but is already doing so. As we all know, things like pattern matching or sealed classes or records or even continuations are concepts which are already known in other languages, especially JVM languages like Scala or Kotlin. And some people also say, yeah, but it took so long for Java to adopt these things which have already been working in this other language for years. I say yes, but we should also perhaps take a look at the thing from a different angle. Java is a language and an ecosystem which is 28 years old, and it might be not trivial to just add some features to make them fit nicely and also don't block progress in the future. Last but not least, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so I really see no reason why this process shouldn't continue and why we shouldn't pay a tribute to the early adopters by basically taking any good parts. It seems that Project Loom might be a game changer because it will allow us writing systems which A, don't block needlessly, especially for I/O, and B, don't require learning any new concurrency models, any new APIs, and C, with easy debugging. Not only that, there are also new things around the corner in Project Loom, like structured concurrency. That will become Java's new async await idiom, it seems, while also simplifying other things like task cancellation. And all this together can make it insanely easy to create non-blocking systems without having a PhD in concurrent programming. Beside Loom, which everyone awaits, obviously, there are also other projects and enhancements happening in OpenJDK. The syntax changes from Project Amber are really cool, and they help to keep Java in the cool languages to learn gang. But I personally wait for projects Valhalla and Panama, because the performance and interop gains we might get from them are going to be simply insane. Think about this, with the ability to easily and cheaply call C, C++ stuff, and with all the other good things that are already there in Java, like memory management, rich ecosystem, and so on, Java might shine using native libraries. Some say this easiness made Python successful in the AI world, so Java might get successful here as well. Java is a good and not so good language for newcomers. I've spent myself some time working as a trainer, as a bootcamp teacher, and I can say from my experience that some things, some concepts could be easier for newbies. Historically, Java was easy pick for all the programmers who already had some experience with C-derived languages. Now it's going to be easier just for everyone. JEP 445, which is in preview in Java 21, focuses exactly on that, on making things easier to start. It allows you to skip class, public static, string args, ceremony, concepts which are overwhelming when you're totally new to programming, and instead it allows you to focus on the elementals like data, flow control, subroutines, and so on. So soon, Java will be a better language for newcomers, and we also have to remember that Java's community is nice and welcoming, and that also matters a lot. Every now and then I encounter a problem that could be easily and nicely solved using functional programming. Java is getting better and better in this regard. We have records, we have sealed classes now, we have pattern matching, and so on. However, one thing I miss in Java's SDK is immutable collections. And I don't mean collections that will throw an exception when you call the add method. I mean APIs without the add method at all. Then you're not surprised at runtime by an immutable hot potato, or you don't have to rely on a convention. Instead, you can rely on the compiler. Frankly speaking, I don't expect such collections like in Java or Vapor to happen anytime soon, if ever. Java could have simply already passed the point when adding such collections was not a headache.